So it's been a while. It's been a long time. A lot has happened, and a lot of things prevent me from getting back to this. But I have finally come back, and now it's time to take a look at something that, for some reason, was kind of. I didn't know where exactly I was gonna find these. I kept seeing different like YouTubers finding these, like I guess Badlands Chugs, I think is one of. I think he found these. But a lot of other people kept finding these, and I kept hearing reports about them, and I was like, it's such an odd drink. I was like, where do you even find that? Where would you get that? What would even be the section for it, you know? And so what I did is I was like, well, I was going around my normal gas station type stuff, and I went to one gas station. I saw a random box inside the freezer, and the box said Skittles. I look over, and here they are. They are not shaped, well, they're kind of shaped like your normal. They're shaped more like a weird juice, not really a soda, but more like a juice. It says Skittles. It feels like a rip-off thing because it just says Skittles, original Skittles, but it doesn't really say the word drink or anything like that. It just has it the way it is, so it's kind of weird. I mean, I do like that the bottle right here, that says Skittles, it's embossed, so that's pretty cool. But there are like 4 flavors. There's Skittles Original, Tropical, Wild Berry, and Skittles Sour. So all of these are pretty cool. I might save like I might do them in the order I think I'm gonna like. I'll do this. I'll do sour second to last, and then I'm gonna do tropical the last one, because tropical is probably the one that I like the most. So anyway, they just say Skittles Original on them, and each one of these say wild berry, sour, tropical. So I'm just gonna do like a little taste of each one. How about there was good? We don't wanna do too much. Smells like a chemical. Can't really describe that chemical, but it smells like a chemical. That does not taste safe. Doesn't really taste like Skittles, I would say. Kind of. It's a very chemical type taste to this. Are you sure you guys gave me the right drinks? Kind of feel like I'm in the middle of an experiment here. This doesn't feel good. So the original one, I can't even describe that. That's just chemicals. That's just candy, liquidy chemicals. It's okay. It's very sugary. It's very on the sweet side. You don't like stuff that's like really, really sweet, then you're not gonna like this. So that finishes off that one. I'll give that one a 8 out of 10. Because of how off-putting the taste is, I wouldn't really say Skittles per se. I mean, the Skittles do taste like a chemical somewhat, but it's very chemically. It's very chemical. It's very like you're drinking it and you're like, is this drinkable? Do I need to call a doctor? You know, you kind of thinking that. It's like, I don't know about this. So that one I would give an 8 out of 10 because it's very sweet, and I kind of like the taste, but in the same vein, I'm kind of like, my brain's kind of like, danger. Are we drinking something we can drink? It's like, I don't know, brain. I don't know. I think these things are approved. Anyway, let's get off the wild berry one next. This one's purple. So I did fully drink the other one, at least enough to where, I think it's got enough of the palate out of it. So let's try this next palate. Sorry, my throat's been going through a little bit of weirdness lately. So let's try the second one. What the heck? It's the same weirdness. It's just a little weaker and then berry type. And the weirdest thing is the berry flavor is like an aftertaste. Like once it goes down, then it's just like a weird aftertaste kind of throws up out of nowhere. It's like, what is even happening? It definitely does taste weird. This one actually does taste like candy in the sense of like a taffy. This one's giving me like taffy vibes. The other one was maybe more like a fruit punch type vibe. This one's giving me more like taffy. So I'll give this one another 8 out of 10 because, again, it falls in that same category where it's super sweet. It's a little bit more lax somehow. I'm not sure how, but it is more lax. And the thing is because the initial hit is not as, big as the normal Skittles one. So that is interesting. So basically we got kind of like a weird mix of like blueberry, blackberry, and type of berries mixed together into like a taffy flavor. The other one's more like a fruit punch that was a bit like chemical. And then now we have sour. Oh, my system's just gonna love me after digesting all of these. Yes, the cup is completely empty now. Well, let's go ahead and put this on. How about perish? We don't want to drink too much of this stuff. What does this one smell like? Chemicals again. I have a feeling I know where this one's going. Oh! No! 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 That one was not good. I give that more one like a 6 out of 10 because the sourness just really off-putting. And the sourness again is another aftertaste thing that keeps happening, and the aftertaste of it just keeps making me think this is not on the good side particularly. So I'm like, ooh, that's something I don't want to experience. So I guess I have a little bit left to get through. But basically, what's going on with that one is I think it's kind of just the same thing as the fruit punch one. At least I'm getting that vibe. Maybe it's a little more on the lemon lime type. I think it's okay. So it's lemon lime, but the moment you swallow it, it's got that aftertaste trying to be sour, and it just kind of more comes off as ruins it. So that one I give more like a 6 out of 10. Still super sweet, but then that aftertaste just kind of clutches the back of your tongue, and you're like, why? So. All right, one last one. Here we go. So we had 8, 6. Which one will this be? I had a guess that tropical might be my favorite, at least from the beginning. But now I don't know where the heck this is going to go. How about there? We don't want to do too much. All right, here we go. Last one, bottoms up. That one is weaker. That one is pretty similar to the berry one, just in a little bit better way. So I guess this one might be my favorite actually, now that I think about it. This one's making me think of like Starbursts. I'm not sure what flavor of Starburst, but Starbursts. So this one's reminding me of Starburst. This is the tropical one. So tropical's reminding me of Starburst. So sour is just lemon lime sour candy weirdness. And then we have purple, which was taffy. And then we have the original, which was more like fruit punch. So now that I mixed these all together and they taste okay. Well, I didn't mix them all together. That would be nuts. Don't even do that. That's just gonna taste so whack. I'm not doing that. Again, very chemically. It's weaker than the original one, so it's kind of along the same lines as the wild berry. So again, more along the lines of 8 out of 10. But the sweetness of all of these is what still kind of keeps me kind of in there, kind of more like Mountain Dews. Mountain Dews can sometimes taste chemically from time to time. There is no fizz in these. They are not soda-like. They are just more on the juice side, or I guess what you would call juice. These just taste like chemicals. And if you don't like chemically tasting things, or just, I guess what's kind of just liquid raw candy, stay away from these things. But I think they are fun experiments for sure. Definitely, these are ones that are weird. So yeah, that's my review on them. I think out of all of them, the tropical one might be the one I can take the most out of them, just because of the fact that it is a tad bit more lax. I'm still not gonna give it 9 out of 10 though, because again, it's still giving me chemical vibes. And when I say chemical, I mean like overly chemical vibes. It's like, kind of, and by this point, you can probably guess what I mean by chemical vibes. But anyway, so I feel as though I just got done going through drinking what you would find in like a, oh my goodness, it feels like I just got done with like an overload of like stuff you'd find in a 2000s or 90s kids commercial, because these things just, they taste odd. They taste so weird. I like that though. I like that experimental type of thing. We haven't had drinks like this in forever. So applauds to you who make Skittles for making these drinks be very experimental and weird. Because, I like weird. I like experimental. I like the Sobe elixir drinks. I like stuff like that. I didn't get a chance to try Orbits, but that would have been something cool. We have, the Pepsi Blue and the Pepsi Clear and, stuff like that. So I like these type of things. So if there's more weird stuff out there, let me know. And these ones, like I said, so we got 8, 6, and 8. Alright? You know what I mean? Alright, so yeah. Let's go ahead and end this off and go out there and try it for yourself. See what you think. They're kind of odd. But yeah, so. Alright, have a blessed day. God bless. And, yeah.